Let's go back in life a little bit when you guys were young, so you can determine when that was. That sounded horrible once it came out, but you get my point.
I got it. Yeah.
What was like the biggest dream you had of doing when you were, and what were you aspiring to be when you were young? Like, what was like a big dream to you?
Probably my biggest dream was just to see people get healed. You know, I just wanted to, I figured if I could see one deaf person healed, that would satisfy the purpose for my life. If I could just see that once, I would be.
Yeah.
Yeah. As a young man growing up, my dreams were different.
Tell us about those dreams.
Yeah, it was professional baseball. Oh yeah, come on. Oh yeah, completely. And I had no intention in ministry. My parents never talked to me about being in ministry once in my life, never once. They didn't want to shoot for that high of a goal. Their goal was just that I'd get to heaven. That was their only ambition for me, was that I would make it. And we never discussed ministry once. And there was nothing about me that would have indicated I would ever be in a position I'm in. But yeah, it would be baseball, yeah.
How about you, Randy, when you were young? When Dad said young you,
Young.
What were some of those dreams that you had?
I only had one dream from the time I was in the 4th grade till I was called to preach at 18, and that's to be a history teacher.
History?
All the way through grade school, read the 8th grade history book through in the 4th, 6th grade. And every teacher said, you ought to be a history teacher. You ought to be a history teacher. So that was my dream, that was my goal. If you had asked me if I ever thought about anything when I was first called to preach, what my dream would have been to have a huge church. Like, you know, my dream was if I was shooting for the stars, I wanted to have the biggest church I'd ever been in. I wanted to have a church of at least 200 people.
Shoot for the stars.
Shooting for the stars. And when I was younger, I thought if I ever thought I was in the ministry, which I only thought about it once, I would have thought if I could have pastored the home church of 50, that would have been really really good. My mother and grandmother used to clean the church. So when I was like 9, we would play church. I got to be the preacher. My sister got to be the piano player. And the middle child, he had to be the sinner that got saved because I'm going to preach.